In this video we will talk about how pornography damages your spirituality and you as a person, especially for the males. So, to be honest, pornography is something I personally consume, but since I know those facts I am going to tell you, I consume it much more rarely and I try to avoid it as much as I can because, all of us sometimes do and participate in things we shouldn't, but after we know why we shouldn't, it is our duty to abstain from those things as much as we can. So first and foremost, let me define what pornography is in the context of this video. When I talk about pornography in the context of this video, I don't talk about writing and I don't talk about images. I talk about specifically pornographic clips you find on the internet. And right now I will explain to you why this is bad. So, when you watch pornographic clip or movie, you are participating in sexual energetic interaction between two recorded people, and you feed them with energy and you also absorb the energy they send to you through the screen. And the reason why this is bad thing is because majority of people who participate in pornographic movies, in big number of cases, some of those people is either forced by circumstance to participate there or experiences extremely unpleasant sensations and pretends he is actually fine. So when you watch pornographic movie, you absorb the energy from the act, which is in many aspects similar to rape. So, to be honest, you need to know this. Also, I am not saying that pornography and rape are the same thing. It's not the same thing. But in certain aspects, energy you absorb through watching pornography and energy you absorb through raping somebody is similar in vibration and density. And the reason why it happens is because a lot of people who participate in those movies, especially with cheap production, are suffering during the production and during the filming of the movie itself, and you literally absorb their suffering while watching the movie, and you absorb the energy radiated from that suffering. Another reason how pornography damages you is it puts you in a pretty primal and animalistic state of mind. In that primal and animalistic state of mind, you are more vulnerable to the attack by the vampiric entities. Also, really bad thing which happens while you watch pornography, especially pornographic movies, because I talk mostly about them here, is if you do it for a long period of time and it becomes habit to you, then movement of your sexual energy is disturbed and you won't be aroused by the things you are aroused right now, and your sexual energy can change fixation, aka you can develop fetishes and sexual desires you wouldn't otherwise. And development of sexual desires and fetishes through watching pornography are bad for you because You literally destroy your nerve system and your brain via dopamine overload through watching pornography too much. And people who watch pornography a lot and masturbate to pornography a lot usually don't have a lot of spiritual energy in them, because they literally waste all of their energy masturbating to pornography. And a lot of people will probably respond negatively to this video saying, I masturbate so and so number of times and I still feel good and I don't feel weak. But I ask those people to stop masturbating to pornography for 2 weeks and then come to me and tell me, do they feel that they have more energy and focus more effectively? So I am not telling you that you shouldn't masturbate at all. I am telling you that you shouldn't masturbate to pornography, because you literally absorb the energy from somebody else's suffering, spend your sexual energy without any purpose, and you disturb the patterns and pathways of your own sexual energy through watching that, which creates majority of blockages I find while working with people in regard to their sexual energy. So this is how sexual energy pathways are disturbed through pornography. So you have 5 energy centers responsible for the human sexuality. First is sacral center, second is root center, and you have 3 centers located at your legs. Those 5 energy centers are responsible for your sexual behavior. So 3 of those energy centers, which are located on your legs, are actually more animalistic and primal. And if those 3 energy centers are overstimulated, you can have some kind of extremely animalistic sex drive, which is partially deviated, and overstimulation of those 3 energy centers can lead to expression of sexuality which is not beneficial to the individual and his environment. To be clear, overstimulation of those 3 energy centers creates sexually deviant behaviors such as pedophilia, zoophilia, and others. To be honest, those 3 energy centers are stimulated more while you watch pornography. So I don't say that everybody who watches pornography is somehow a rapist or a pedophile. That's a ridiculous claim. What I am trying to say is that watching pornography increases your chance of sexually deviant behavior because it stimulates 3 energy centers responsible for that behavior. Also, watching pornography creates, how should I say, unhumane and unrealistic expectations from sexual partners in real life. And you need to realize that majority of things you see in pornography are impossible and not realistic. And it presents to us one inhumane perception of sex and people involved in it. One really big danger of pornography is that excessive watching of pornographic movies can attract to you a rogue succubi. So, rogue succubi are demons, parasites, which do not belong to any demonic hierarchy. They attach to people and vampirize their sexual energy at rapid pace, and their presence can be extremely damaging to individual and to her sexual, mental and physical health. So those are some of the dangers and spiritual bad side effects you have from watching pornography. And also watching pornography can block your sexual energy centers and make you impotent. So I want to elaborate once again. Not everybody from the male audience who watches pornography will become impotent, but excessive consumption of pornography will increase your chances of becoming impotent. So to male with weak sexual energy and potency, from excessive pornography watching, they will probably become impotent. For those men who are more potent and have more powerful sexual energy, to them it probably won't cause impotence, but you know what I'm talking about, what I'm thinking. So those are some of the dangers of pornography, and I think this is enough for today, guys and girls. Thank ya.